that are inside. Let's recap what's happened at the site this week. Crews have been using drones and helicopters to monitor the fire since pulling back from the plant when the fire got too dangerous Monday night. There are some indications the situation is improving. Yesterday, our crews saw a ladder truck near the back of the facility spraying water. That is the closest firefighters have been able to get since Monday night. Here's a closer look at what we know so far and what we're working to find out. Winston-Salem Fire Chief Trey Mayo says there are more than 25 agencies assisting them, including a police robot that investigates explosive devices. They sent the robot into the facility and determined the dangerous ammonium nitrate has not leaked out of the rail car that's housing it, which was a possibility. The robot also determined there's about 90 tons of the chemical on that one rail car. We also know the initial 911 call came from an employee on site, and all plant employees have been accounted for. Here's what we need to find out. We do not know when people will be able to go back to their homes or businesses, those homes that were evacuated Monday night due to the potential threat of explosives. We also don't know how the fire started because firefighters haven't been able to start investigating because they've had little access to the building. Chief Mayo addressed that question when asked about when it will be safe enough to go inside the evacuation zone.
We're looking at temperatures in various places to see if anything that's reacting is getting better or worse or just kind of maintaining a steady state. The challenge is having access to full information and the unpredictable nature of the chemical that we are talking about. Ammonium nitrate has a history of being unpredictable. In the way that it reacts, the way that it responds to heat, the way that it responds to pressure, to shock, it just is sort of an enigma, and we are giving it due regard.
Unpredictable, dangerous, and explosive. That's why the 1 mile evacuation zone was set up around the fertilizer plant. This is what it looks like on the map. Evacuations within that 1 mile radius are not mandatory, and 1 mile in every direction around the facility, they say, is far enough away, according to those experts. There are not roadblocks or signs up on major roads telling people to avoid the area, so we asked DOT if they can put those signs up directing traffic, and they told us the county has to request it. The fire chief said blocking roads and creating a line of first responders around that 1 mile radius isn't practical.
To carry out a mandatory evacuation requires us to put emergency personnel inside that 1 mile radius, and then it's just not a matter, I mean, you can't put up a fence around that 1 mile and say, okay, everybody's out, they're going to stay out. You have to continue to patrol and enforce that mandatory evacuation. It's really not a practical thing.
Well, the plan right now is to let the fire burn itself out, and we're waiting for them to do just that. They want to make sure that officials and fire crews are able to safely move closer to investigate the fire's cause. Chief Mayo says rain in the forecast today and tomorrow will certainly help the situation, but their main goal is to keep the ammonium nitrate cool. All right, we're going to get back to our top story in just a few moments. Let's take a break and talk about rain in the forecast. We see it outside and hear it probably on your window seals. It is raining hard at some points this morning as I was driving in this morning. We'll see rain until about noon today. It'll clear out, and then that rain picks right back up tonight and into Friday morning. We have about a 50% chance of rain, 70% chance of rain for tomorrow, but temperatures, a great story in the 7-day. High temperatures in the 60s for the next 2 days. We have a 30-degree drop from the high today to the overnight low tomorrow, where it will be, Saturday, where it will be 29 degrees overnight, 25 degrees overnight on Sunday. But you can see that potential for winter weather has decreased since yesterday. Meteorologist Christian Morgan will be back in just a few minutes to update you on your full 7-day forecast. All right, back to our big story this morning. Until the evacuees around the fertilizer plant can return home, the Red Cross shelter will remain open. It is at 414 Deacon Boulevard in Winston-Salem. That's the education building at the fairgrounds. Volunteers say they had a few people stay Monday night, but only one person was there Wednesday morning. Still, they say they'll be there for those who need it. The University Courtyard Marriott has discounted rates for evacuees. Many people are staying there that don't have a place to go outside of the evacuation zone. Some rates low as $84. We spoke with one family who says they are glad they got out of that area.
It's nervous. No, the unknown, like, you know, you don't know if it could blow up, and you being that close, even a mile away, you know, 5 miles, it's scary. Right now we're making the best of it. We're hoping to go home. We're waiting to go home, but right now it's a waiting game, and we understand that.
Well, hopefully they can go home as soon as tonight. Hopefully we will learn that information as soon as the news conference starts with city officials and fire crews. We'll have coverage of this fire all throughout the Good Morning Show, and that morning update, we'll bring it to you as soon as it begins. You can always download the free News 2 app to stay up to date on the go, and WFMYnews2.com. Before we go to break, we did receive another report of a big boom in Reedsville around 9:45 last night. Rockingham County EMS say a propane tank blew up at a scrapyard. No one was hurt, but for people in the area, it certainly sounded loud and scared them, as it should. Some thought it was an earthquake or maybe another explosion. Again, everyone is okay. No injuries and no major damage is reported. We'll be right back.
To put pieces of the home together, experts here tell me it takes about 8 hours to build one single-family home, much less time than regular construction.
It does allow us to bring to market through lower costs of labor, having no delays associated with weather by working inside of a plant, and then operating at an extremely high speed using equipment. Then we shorten the lead time. And time truly is money.
Saving money and time is a big reason the City of Hickory has decided to partner with Offsite to build affordable housing on city-owned property.
When you look at a city like us and you have, in the middle of town, more than 2 acres of vacant land, we need to do something with that, and the sooner the better.
They have broken ground in the Ridgeview subdivision neighborhood. These walls will eventually become this high design home.
Affordable housing is something that's in desperate need right now. There's not really many other builders out there who are addressing that gap.
Offsite believes their technology will help alleviate the increased demand for low-cost housing.
It'll definitely be part of the solution.